Man, that stew or chowder, whatever it is, looks absolutely delicious. What is up, people? It is me, Monster58, and welcome back to another episode of Monster Hunter World. Previously, we ended up killing another Kieran and ended up driving Zora Magdaros out to sea in a very epic battle, but also very tedious and kind of boring, actually. So, in this episode, we're going to continue our adventure and see where it leads us today. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to head to the trade yard. I'm actually going to go to my room because the Tail Raider Safari returned, so we're going to want to see what the little Palicos ended up bringing home for us. So, let's take a look. Alright, I'm going to do the Tail Raider Safari, and we have the take all here. And let's go and send out another Tail Raider Safari. Let's go to, which ones do we think are good? Either one of these. Genuine, these should be good, and let's go to the Veil, and let's get something like this. Yeah, this should be good. Okay. Alright, go back out here. Now, there was another exclamation point, I believe, at the Argosy, the captain of the ship, so let's see what he has to say to us.
Here we go!
Fiverr, I have good news. Listen to this. In the course of that last operation, the Commission gained possession of a mighty good ship. And with her and my 40 years' experience with the local waves and weather, the sea shall no longer thwart our efforts. Therefore, I've decided it's best to maintain a regular route between here and the old world. The goal being, of course, to improve our supply of provisions and how often we get them. There's nothing to it. Me and my new beauty set sail, our friends back home load her up with goodies, and we come back. Back we come. Easy, right? So I have a tasty proposition for you. If it's all well with you, I can share some of my cargo with you. Here's what I managed to get on my hand. What I managed to get my hands on this time. Come here and have a gander. Well, take a good whiff before you go. This is the one place that still smells like home. So, the Argosy, very simple. Similar to the Tail Raider Safari, basically he'll just essentially get you materials of whatever, consumables, monster materials. So what you can do is you can actually go here and request goods. So what I'm going to do is I like to do consumables, material, and trade-in. So any of these work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy all of it. You never know when you'll need this stuff, and it doesn't really cost all that much, so I definitely recommend you do this. So, essentially, he'll come back very similar to the Tail Raider Safari. It'll notify you when he does come back. The Commander has something to say to us. Let's see what he has to say.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Tired of resting? I've been putting together our final report on the Elder Crossing. There's so many damned pages, I feel like my arms will fall off. Anyway, you'll have to bear with me while I prepare for submission. Might take some time. Once I'm done, we can talk about the future of the Commission. We might end up disbanding and return home to the old world. We shall see. But if you have any unfinished business here, I suggest you take care of it. So, after this, there is another exclamation point. I believe that the armory lady wants to talk to us, so we're going to go ahead and do that. See what she has to say. It's so quiet now. You never know we had any trouble. But it seems like, but it's times like these we have to be especially vigilant. You know what they say about the calm before the storm. Well, better to be safe than sorry. That's why you should take a look at my new products. So there's nothing really, again, it's not worth it to buy anything. So, what I did notice is there's a new weapon that I would like to make, specifically that Kieran Greatsword. And so, unfortunately, we do not have a one of the materials, which is one more of its horns. And so, let me take a look and see if we have any investigations. If not, I'm just going to go and kill another one, but let's see if we do. We did complete some mining outcrops. Let's register bounties. Let's do a large monster hunt here. That'll be very nice. Manage investigations. Yes, we actually have a Kieran one, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Yeah, I think really that's about it for the Kieran one. So what I'm going to go do, guys, I will go kill this, and I will go see you guys at the end of that quest. Okay, guys, I'm here right now. I usually cut it right here, but man, I'm glad you guys, maybe if I cut this into the video, you guys saw the highlights of that. That was ridiculous how well I actually hunted this thing. I'm very proud of myself. Alrighty, folks, and with that out of the way, let us go and forge a new sword. So let me just make sure to see which tree it is. I believe it's the bone tree. Yes, it is. So let us forge a great sword. Let's do the dragon bone one. Equip that, and then let us upgrade it. Go here. Upgrade this into the Kirin one. Very nice. I actually have enough to make 2 of these if I really wanted to. So very, very cool. Now we have an awesome greatsword. Like, that looks really cool. In my opinion, it's one of my favorite looking greatswords that I've used throughout my playings of this game. And so, let's go talk to the handler and progress through the story. Actually, let me get some items. Do that for now. Should be good to go. Okay. Ah, this is the life. No more pressing investigations, no more monstrous menaces. I could get used to this peace and quiet. Although there is one thing weighing on me. Did you hear about that member of the 4th who got injured while out investigating some suspicious tracks? There was also a Pukei-Pukei sighting in the Wildspire Waste. That's not its natural habitat. What do you make of it?
Hey, partner.
Maybe it's time we came out of semi-retirement and went on an expedition. Gotta stay in shape. The tracks are in the Wildspire Waste. What do you say? Want to go have a look? Alrighty, so I guess we're going to head to the Wildspire, and there's another, ooh, it looks like one of the biological researchers needs a little bit of something request from us. Let's see what he has to say. Or she, I think it's he, excuse me.
Hello there.
Oh, it's the Linnean researcher. Oh, it is you. How splendid. The task I am about to reveal to you can only be undertaken by an experienced Grimmelkind researcher like yourself. Gajalaka have been sighted throughout the continent, and I am hoping to establish communication with them. They're Linneans, just like Grimmelkinds, but their language seems to derive from different roots. I want to get a head start on studying the language, so there's something I need you to do. Need you to find for me. Gajalaka doodles. I'll go out into the field myself and start looking in areas where Gajalaka have been spotted. So if you see me out there, don't forget to say hello. By my brittle hips, this will be fun. So Gajalaka, I'm not really going to talk about them yet because we actually have not even encountered Gajalaka yet. But we will relatively soon, so don't worry, we will talk about that. That is a side quest that we will be completing in due time, so let's not worry about that right now. But what we do have to worry about is going to the Wildspire Waste to deal with a little bit of a Pukei-Pukei. As the handler said, that's not its natural habitat, so it's kind of unusual to see a Pukei-Pukei in the Wildspire Waste. But because we have a Thunder Greatsword, should be good to go. So let us head to the Southwest camp because it's actually closer. It's pretty obvious where Pukei-Pukei will be. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you guys are just thinking about the Wildspire Waste, it's going to be in the forest area. I don't think I really need to tell you guys that. It's pretty common sense in my opinion.
It's been a while since we've done this, huh? Want to start by taking a stroll around?
I like how she's acting. That's the only thing. I like how she's acting as it's been forever, but no. I mean, like, for us, it's been 1 episode, so. Alright, we're just going to grab some stuff while we're here. Might as well, right? Doesn't hurt to grab extras, if anything. Which reminds me, after we get this, like I told you last episode, after we get this round of collecting from the harvest box, we're going to actually change it all into honey, because we need honey. Honey is a very precious resource in this game. Actually doesn't make sense why I brought I had the Thunderproof Mantle for the Kirin, but it doesn't really matter here, so we're still okay though. I don't think it's really that big of a deal. Alright, heading in here, let's see if we can find Pukei-Pukei. Ooh, looks like we got some poison here.
Huh? Look at this trail. A Pukei-Pukei? What in the new world is it doing here?
Yep, it's very unusual. Let's keep going. Was it this way? Probably this way. Actually, is that a corpse? No, I thought that was a corpse for a second. It looked like an Ancient or a Rathalos corpse. Let's go this way. Red pit's there. More footprints. More footprints.
Hey! This is a Rathian trail.
Ooh, look at that.
Wait,
And
what? That can't be right. Something's wrong.
Look at the scales, too. Very... So, well, I thought we weren't going to run into these guys, but these are Gajalaka right here, and there's the Pukei-Pukei up there.
It's acting weird. What's going on? New target. Let's get that Pukei-Pukei.
This is going to suck. Actually, screwed this up, but... Okay, nice. Do that.
Watch yourself.
This. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll get that. Now he's gonna be angry. Do this. This. 1, 2, 3. And boom. So one thing I'd like to address is you might notice this Pukei-Pukei.
Way tougher than usual.
Yep, handler said it before me. So, just so you guys understand, with the advent of us beating Zora Magdaros, this is now unlocked what we call high rank. And we cut the tail off already. High rank is essentially the next step above. You will get new armor sets for every single monster. That's why I kind of recommended to not ever really upgrade your armor an insane amount, just due to the fact that all of that becomes literally useless. Whew, that was close. So, beware of the damage spike, because monsters become tougher, and they hit harder, and they also have more health. So, just be very wary of that when you're going into this quest. So, like, when we beat this Pukei-Pukei, you'll see that there's a whole new Pukei-Pukei armor set that we can actually get, and it's completely different. So, I'll point that out when we get back to base. Ooh, and that's a new attack that Pukei-Pukei hadn't done before. That's another thing, is some monsters have new attacks and new behaviors that they didn't do because they're meant to be tougher. So, 1, 2, 3. Boom! We're absolutely annihilating this thing. Ah, get out of the poison. Get out of the poison, get out of the poison! Ow. Is there, I can't walk in the frickin' poison. Can I... Oh, I knocked it down already. Wait, I knocked it out? Huh. And boom. Alright, so it's moving. So, like I was mentioning, these guys are Gajalakas. They pretty much appear in most areas. And at the same time, they also like to attack you. These guys are not kind. I actually hate these guys. Come on! Bruh. Ah! Dude. Seriously? Alright, come here, you idiot. So when you kill these guys, you'll see what happens. Ow! And I might die to these guys. So by the way, in addition to, you get materials for them, whether it's monster materials or consumables, you get them. But what I'd like to point out is when it comes to monster bones, mining outcrops, monster materials, they're all completely different. Meaning that everything that you get is essentially like a step above. And so when you're in high rank, you will be getting different materials than when you are in low rank, which is what we were in before. So just be wary of that going into this. Alright, we're going to grab some red pits here. Looks like we got some old Rathian footprints, huh? Very interesting. Target monster. Wonder what that means. Well, we'll get into that soon. Alright, Pukei-Pukei, come here, idiot. Oh, I screwed that up. That's my bad. Alright. Now what I can do actually is this. Oh, come on, I was gonna mount him, but I guess it didn't matter anyway. Oh, he actually jumped back. There we go, that's the mount I was looking for. There's that. Now, there is one other thing about high rank that we're going to end up addressing, but let's just say that that hasn't occurred yet. So, when it occurs, I will address it. Keep going here. What I will say about Pukei-Pukei in the high rank, though, is he's really not that much tougher. Like, yeah, he does more damage and has some new attacks, but he's still Pukei-Pukei. This guy really isn't that tough a monster to begin with, so... Just be wary of, again, the damage spike, and you should be fine. Just be a little more careful than usual, especially because your armor is still geared for the lower ranks, so... Oh, you're not. Missed. Damn. Alrighty, luckily its nest isn't far because there really isn't much nest for it to be in this area because this isn't its natural habitat, so... I'm gonna sharpen real quick. Also, when we get back to base, I will be buying a couple new items as well as, yeah, I think that's the major thing here. We're going to be buying a few new items because, or a couple new consumable items. Well, they are considered consumable, but they aren't you'll understand what I mean. This should kill it. Nope, I guess not. Now, Gajolaka can also poison, they can throw things at monsters, they can paralyze monsters. The case in point, they can throw things at monsters. That really blows. Come on, this thing's almost dead. Oh, and of course it has to run away like that. Why wouldn't it? Pick up that material. As you can see, oh wait, no, we've gotten Wyvern Tears before, but you'll see what I mean here. Also, there are new mining outcrops. You can see that mining outcrop is orange. We did not run into orange mining outcrops before. Those are unique to high rank and above.
Report to the commander.
So, let's go over here. We're going to grab these, the feathers, and then we'll grab the mining outcrop. You can see these are completely new crystals that we had not gotten access to besides the Dragonite. So, those are unique, again, to high rank. So, we will be seeing those as we go forward, and you'll definitely need those materials. So, as you can see, Carapace, Scale Plus, as well as Carapace. These are new materials that we haven't seen with other Pukei-Pukei before. So, yeah. With that, I think it is about time that we head back and report to the commander, as the handler said.
Is everyone present? Good. And let's begin this emergency council session. Since we resolved the mystery surrounding Zora Magdaros, I've received some alarming news.
The field team reports that they're observing a shift in monster behavior, namely invading other territories. On top of this disturbing information is the sudden appearance of older and more powerful monsters. Much more powerful than the types of monsters we're used to seeing around here. A number of hunters have already been hurt, some with very serious injuries. And I believe the 5th has more information they'd like to add.
Yes, sir. The other day, we discovered a strange trail in the Wildspire Waste. My opinion is that it belongs to a Rathian, but I'm not 100% sure. The size and other distinctive traits are there, but something is off.
Monsters are growing more powerful. And now, we might even have a new species on our hands. I highly doubt this is a coincidence.
Sir, what do you suggest we do, Commander?
Our damn jobs. We're a research commission. Get to researching. And while we're at it, we need to achieve 2 things. First, those dangerous monsters need to be taken care of. I'll be sending our best teams to each area. Second, we need to pick up where the 5th left off and gather more evidence on that new monster. While you're out there, keep your eyes peeled for any clues.
Understood, sir. We won't let you down.
Good, but exercise extreme caution. These monsters are nothing like the ones you've encountered before. Dismissed!
And with that, folks, we actually have to search for these tracks. So, high-rank expeditions and optional quests will yield this. I definitely recommend going on a quest or an expedition so that you can get these as quick as possible. But once we collect enough, we will be able to get a new assigned quest. So, be ready for that. Like I said, high-rank quests and high-rank expeditions are now available. And the last thing...
evidence across the continent. Rathian or not, we need to find that monster.
Last thing...
Listen up.
Last thing we'll do, Jesus, interruptions. Last thing we'll do is we'll head to the workshop. Looks like we got some stuff.
We need to find more of our mystery monsters trail. We should check every region.
Shut up.
You can go on an expedition or an optional quest. Take your pick.
Shut up. Okay. Let's go to the armory.
All right.
So now we have a new waterproofing quest. Now this is actually a pretty important one, so I definitely recommend you go ahead and do this. So a Giratoda, so we could probably head to the Wildspire Waste on a high-rank expedition to be able to go and do that. Alright, let's see what the Smithy has to say. So Fiverr, how have you been? Things have gotten interesting around here. Materials from those powerful monsters have started making their way back to Astera. I'm working on integrating those materials into the weapons and armor we craft here at the Smithy. While you're here, have a look at the equipment tree. I think you might be pleasantly surprised. Oh, and this is for you. It's a decoration. Some of the equipment made with powerful monster materials has slots where you can attach decorations like this one. Decorations can contribute to an equipment skill or even add new ones. Why not give it a whirl? So what are we hammering together this time? Alrighty, so decorations. You remember how I was leaving stuff out of the Elder Melder? Well, this is one of those mechanics. So essentially, if we go to Forge Equipment, let's go to the armor. So we have low rank and high rank. So this is all the armor we had access to before. Now we're at high rank. As you can see, the lowest armor at high rank is the highest armor at low rank. So that's why I'm saying that this armor all becomes pretty useless very quickly, especially the Kirin, the Diablos, and the Rathalos one. These become pretty useless. Getting into it, though, what you have is a bunch of stuff that we've discovered. So let's take a look at the Pukei armor. So you can see it's way stronger than any of the ones we have done before. Now, you might also notice that there is an A and a B next to each one of these, and there's like, it looks like there's 2 types of armor sets per I guess monster, right? The reason being is alpha and beta sets. So A means alpha, B means beta. Essentially what you want to think of is alpha is essentially a set that, you remember how the Smithy mentioned that there are slots with these? Well, when we take a look at these, let's take a look at an individual piece, right? So let's see, do these have slots? So what you'll notice is the alpha sets don't really have slots. Some of them do eventually, and you'll see, I think with the Zora one they might have some slots. Which one might have slots? That's an alpha set. Well, regardless, some alpha sets have slots. The idea is that alpha sets have gear and skills, armor skills that are more geared towards the monster, right? And they also have more of the armor skills. So what we're going to take a look at here, let's take a look and see. So you'll see this has poison attack, botanist, survival expert, right? Poison resistance. Now let's go down to the beta set. It has less of everything, but the idea is that you have slots in them. So there are more slots in these armor sets because adding decorations to them means obviously adding extra skills. So beta is much more versatile when it comes to what types of skills you want to put on. Alpha sets are more geared towards exactly what you're getting with, you know, the armor set itself. So be wary of that. But like I said, as you can see, the armor is way stronger than what we have done before. So that's really, I think, all I have to show. Let's see, can I upgrade? I believe now with the new stuff I can technically upgrade the charm. I just need more ores and stuff like that. But yeah, with all of that done, we took down a new Pukei-Pukei in the high rank, as well as took down the Kirin and made a new greatsword. We have our next objective, which is to search for Rathian tracks, which I definitely recommend. The best out of the two instead of an expedition optional quest. Expedition is way better, which we're going to end up doing next episode. And so I think that's about it. So I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Also follow me in the socials. Those will be linked down in the description below. And in the next episode, we'll be heading out on some expeditions, and we will be tackling some new monsters, completing some new things, and searching for these Rathian tracks. So I once again thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and to catch you all in the next episode. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change.